What's up, guys? Ryan with Jedha Patrol back. Another video today. I have a speedy delivery from Pop Collectibles. They shipped it on Monday. It showed up on Wednesday. I think the day is Thursday or Friday or whatever day I'm finishing this video. I don't know. But anyways, I have this. We got a Droid pack. We've got an R5-D4 unit. We've got a BD-72 unit. And we got a Pit Droid, which I hope is going to be awesome because I'm really excited about that one. But I love droids, love Star Wars. Definitely want more of them in the collection. We need droids and we need creatures. If you're with me on that, hit the thumbs up button, and let's unbox these great figures. Now, I know this is probably not the most exciting release of 2023, but it's here regardless, and it says Star Wars on the box, so, you know, I gotta have it. So let's get it. And it's freaking droids, guys. I'll be honest. I wanted this. I want more stuff, Hot Toys. More droid packs. Like just give me all the droids. R5 unit. We got a Pit Droid. We got a BD unit. It's specifically BD-72 and R5-D4. And of course, this is the most famous of all of them. But this guy right here is Pit Droid. I've wanted some of those for so long. In fact, I have the Power of the Force, the Hasbro ones. And if I can find them around here, I'll compare them. But anyways, let's get in this. I bought those for like $10 years ago. But here it is, guys. TMS 086 for those that are counting. Get that out of here. We've got our guys here doing things. And, you know, on the promo photos, they gave us like 3 different paint jobs on the Pit Droids. So where the hell are the other ones? Hot Toys, please do not let us down. In that respect, I want to go ahead and get this out of here, get this out of here. And yeah, let's just go ahead and get on this thing. I'm pretty excited. Now, I did preview this just a little bit on Instagram earlier today when these showed up. So I did get mine from Pop Collectibles. They shipped them on Monday. Today is Wednesday. They're here via FedEx. Thank you, FedEx, for not, holding it up. That's very kind. But the paint job on these look amazing. So where should we start? I guess we'll go with the big boy here. We'll go with the R5. Get you out of here. And paint application is beautiful. There's a lot of weathering going on with this guy. I mean, a lot. And I'm not sure all the functional parts, but we have some instructions here. I'll check those out in just a little bit. But we do have a third leg that's definitely going to pop out like our 2 units. But I don't think it's going to have like all the little, see all these guys, that's not going to open up. And it's not going to do all the things that our previous R2 unit from Clone Wars did with all the crazy accessories. But still, just really cool. So got that guy. We got our Pit Droid, which we do have I say rubbery. This is plastic, the antenna, right? And we definitely don't want to be breaking that. But the first, when I saw this earlier today, I was like, this looks amazing. This little lens they've got going on, it's got some depth. You can see in there. That's cool. And then on the back, I noticed, where was it? Oh, no, it was on BD. I'll get there in a second. But that's stupid cool. And then here on our BD unit, which is so freaking awesome. I love this guy. But back here, there's like this acrylic, like almost like a lens, like a flashlight, not a flashlight, but a headlight lens on your car. It's kind of like that material. It's kind of crazy. Kind of dig that. Well, elsewhere in the box, we do have some other accessories, which are going to be tools and some antennas that are going to have to go on these guys. So we'll get that in just a second. But let me get all that stuff out. Check the instructions list so I don't break anything. And we'll take a closer look at these guys. All right, so we've got some antenna to attach. We've got a couple options here. One, they said in the instructions that the top plate, if you got this little dot right here, this plate and this plate, they say you can take the restraining bolt, which honestly magnetizes right there. So that's pretty cool. You can just put that there or don't put it there, however you want to do it. You're supposed to take the restraining bolt and then take them. These are magnetic and be able to pull these guys out. Now, to be fair, the first time I did this and tried it, it didn't work. I just used my fingernail and pulled these out, and it came out fairly easily. So there's that. Of course, the second time it's going to come out. No? Yeah, the magnet's a little weak. So, but anyways, I just used my fingernail, pulled this out, and now it's not going to work on camera because that's just how things go. But there you go. All right, so there we go. So now you're off. There we go. So inside, we've got 2 pegs, and there are specific places to put things, so there's that. First off, we've got a peg right here, and you got switch out. So you can use this guy right here with the little rubbery middle section, or you can use this guy, depending on which film scene you're trying to reenact. We're going to put this guy on here. And there's just peg in. So very simply, nothing crazy going on there. Then you've got this guy right here, little funky looking dude. He's right here, little antenna. Is going to go down into said slot. So there's that. And then you get your hologram deal, and that one goes in the front. Now, they're not very difficult to do, but there you go. So you've got 3. And then if you want to max them out, you got a restraining bolt. Boom, there you go. Now, obviously, restraining bolt's a different thing, but it wasn't in the Book of Boba Fett or Mando. Restraining bolt's going to be, for A New Hope. So that's going to be kind of fun. Although we do have another R5 unit coming that I assume is going to be way more clean, because this one is weathered, like very much so. There is a lot of weather. I don't know how it's going to, this is a lot of weathering. So we do have same function as R2. You can pop out the leg. Your head is on a 360 swivel. You can do whatever you want to do with that. There's no light up, no sound functions. And then our legs, you can kind of maneuver however you want to do that. But let's go down here. I want you to look at the level of paint and scratches and dents and sand and dirt and gunk and everything that's on this guy. I mean, it is quite a lot. Quite a lot. You've got all these heavy scratches and stuff going here, heavy scratches going down here. These panels right here, which I think I said earlier, on R2, these guys open up as arms. None of these open up. So, it's a little bit of a change for that, and that's fine. They're just kind of molded in place so they don't open up. Nice reds, blues. You've got everything weathered up. You've got this nice silvery bit here with some washes going on. And everywhere you look, there is not one clean panel on this R5 unit, which I guess makes sense, right? In Tatooine, getting all dirty. But you got these guys, these little fins here going on here. We got these blue section down here. Everywhere you look, it is weathered. So even down here on the leg. Now, very similar. Obviously, functionality is going to be very similar to R2. So if you have an R2 unit, it's pretty much what you got. Just none of these panels open up from R2. So obviously it's very, very reminiscent from an R2 unit because, came from the same place. But our legs here can go up here. We can do pretty much whatever you want to do with that. I'm noticing like the only clean spot on this guy is his freaking feet. And actually they got a little bit of speckling of dirt down there too. So they're not perfectly clean. This one's a little lighter color than this one. That's kind of weird. Anyways, I digress. But obviously you can do whatever you want to do. So you can have the antennas popping up, the hologram emitter. You can do whatever you want to do with that. Have your restraining bolt on, not have your restraining bolt on. This is not something you're going to mess around with too often, I don't think. But we'll have some fun with it with posing. And we'll put him right there for right now. Now, our pit droid, I must be honest with you, I'm quite excited about pit droid. And I'm really kind of sad they only give us one in the set, and they just give us all 3. Like, if they reissued a set of all 3 pit droids, I would buy them. So in the box, he's actually supposed to have 2 antenna. One of them was already off out of the box, so they just popped this guy on here. They're not rubbery. I can definitely, if he falls, I can see those breaking, and that would be very sad. But I want you to take a look at the level of detail in the lens. Like, there's some depth in there, and it's almost like a camera lens, which is, makes sense. That's pretty cool. So nice weathering and detail here. Nice brownish red, crimson red stuff going around the side. Actually, it's more brown than it is red. This ring, we saw the other ones that had different paint jobs. Hopefully we get those. Hopefully. We got this blue stripe going on the neck. Got brown panels just randomly throughout here on the chest. A little bit there on the bicep. And then this right shin area got that brown paint. And then the rest of it is desert tan or brown, I guess, if you will. But this is more of a dark, leathery, beautiful brown. And then if we go down here, let's see if I can do this without trying to go crazy here. Look at the level of detail they've got going on underneath on the head. So you've got a pivot joint here, so you're going to be able to do what you want to do there, and you got a pivot joint here, which is going to go forward and back. So you're going to have plenty of range of motion to do posing. Obviously here you've got just like a normal 6-scale style peg here. You can kind of go pretty much 360 there. And then on the arm here, pretty nice bend. So you're going to get some decent range of motion. So you got that wrist swivel. It's almost like having just the other battle droid, the B1 battle droid, right? And then we've got individual fingers that we can articulate and do whatever you want, have grasping and holding tools and whatever else, which I'll have the 3D print some, I suppose. But it's plenty of range of motion there to do all kinds of stuff. On the head, I mean, he'll look up a lot. That is quite significant. Look down quite a bit, right? And then you've got the swivel here. Now, the interesting thing about the swivel, I want you to notice where it swivels. So if you look down here, right here, look at where it swivels. Oh, focus for me. That's how they accomplish that. So this whole unit in the middle stays the same, which I think is pretty freaking genius, because this could be a fragile point if you get this, bending this thing around. And the way they did it is genius. Look at that. Love it. That is very, very smart. Well done, Hot Toys. Good thinking. I like that very much. On the torso side, pretty twist there, 360 there, double bend there on the knee. And then on the ankles, you've got, there's a screw here. You can kind of see that, but you got a little bit of play right there, and a little bit of play left and right. There's enough there to do whatever you want to do posing wise. So this guy's gonna be a lot of fun, and I'm actually quite excited to have him in the collection. I must be honest. I love droids. I just think they're just really, really cool, and the fact that they gave us like that lens effect just brings that character to life. Now, I did say earlier I had one of the Power of the Force sets. Let me see if I can find that. All right, here we go. I've got the older and literally I bought these, there was a 2-pack for like $10. I picked one of these things up. But look at the scale-wise. So if you happen to own this, you can see scale-wise, the Hot Toys one is larger. And obviously more detailed and more posable and more better at everything. But there you go. But there's no reason you couldn't have multiple scales of this guy, I guess. I mean, maybe they made some shorter. And that's what I'm looking at. I think it's about, I don't know, a ½ inch, maybe an inch shorter, something like that. But obviously, paint application is not even close. And then, it's just, it is what it is. But for those that are curious, there you are. But let's get on to the BD unit. All right, so this cute guy right here also has antenna we got to add, and they come separate in the box in that little packaging, and they're going to go almost like his ears. So there's a little blue section back here, little pegs here, and I don't believe it matters like which antenna going in. They're pretty much the same antenna, but they're just going to peg right in here for one and right in here for the other. Now, I do think these are going to be fragile, and so if you have, it's going to fall down or whatever, I think you might have a problem. But it looks... come on, it looks freaking awesome. Love it. Absolutely love it. I want more of these. I want more paint variations. And if somebody's parting out their BD units from this set, I may hit you up and buy them. Because honestly, this is just cool. I just love it. And this little touch of almost like a Carolina-ish blue, dark blue, or a lighter blue. And we got nice washes throughout with this silver paint. I mean, just dirt everywhere, scratches everywhere. Like I said, this acrylic piece they got back here looks like a lens from a car. That's stupid. It would be cool if it lit up right there. It doesn't, but that would be a cool light up feature, like the blast out of the back. That'd be kind of cool. We got wires and stuff going down the bottom through the leg, and obviously we've got some functionality here with the feet. So you've got a hinge on the ankle, hinge on the rear, and then one here at the front, so you can have them balanced however you like. One here at the, I guess we're going to call this a knee. I guess we'll call that a knee. We'll call that a hip. We'll call that a knee, that a foot, right? That's how we'll do that. So you got plenty of range of motion to do whatever you think you might do with this guy. But he's cool. I mean, look at this weathering going on here in the front. I mean, just... ball joint on the head, so you can pretty much do whatever you want. It's going to look up a lot, look down a lot, and then swivel a decent amount there as well. That's just freaking cool. I don't know. Am I geeking out about some droids? Maybe. But I think we can have some fun posing them, so let's get to it. And the new ruler of Mandalore is, well, this guy. I don't think he actually has a name. Somebody should name him, though. Somebody should name this pit droid. Because now he's the ruler of Mandalore. He has defeated Din Djarin. He is in combat, taking him down. He has taken the Darksaber, and our BD unit over here is just standing in awe of what's just happened and a little bit confused. Not sure what's going on, but he's going along with it because he's a loyal, droid fella, and he just wants to see his friend, rule Mandalore. I'm not sure what kind of leader he would be. If he would be a good leader, I'm not sure. What would he do? What do you guys think? So here's our BD unit looking all kinds of amazing. You can see the range of motion there on that neck. You've got this guy. And he can't actually hold the Darksaber. I cheated. There's some blue tack in there, so that's how I did that. But there's plenty of range of motion to do something cool just like this. What's our BD unit looking at now? Well, we got a little bit of a development. We've got our R5 unit has arrived back on scene, looking awesome. He does have his restraining bolt on, so we got that going on. However, they've gotten a phone call. Now we got a problem. Now our little droid guy has gotten an order from Palpatine saying execute Order 66. Now this is definitely not canon, but these pit droids are supposed to be working on this little sand speeder that Rey had been messing around with, and she hired some pit droids to help out. Unfortunately, they're not very helpful. I mean, this guy's just watching, and I'm not sure what in the hell this guy's doing. He's doing like some practice yoga, karate, balancing something. I'm not 100% sure what he's doing, but he can do it balanced on his front hands with no stand on a speeder. I don't know. There's no, with droids you can do stupid stuff, and this is just something stupid that you could do. I originally was going to do this guy like working on this with the armorer's hammer. That's kind of where I was going. And then I wanted to see, hey, I wonder if he can stand up like crazy like this, like do a floating push-up, And then it kind of turned into this, and it's absolutely ridiculous. But I don't know. Who knows? It's pretty cool though, right? And here we go, guys. I've got our droids. They have stolen the Millennium Falcon. Yes, I do own the Millennium Falcon from Jazzy Dioramas. It is beautiful, and I do need to do a video on it. It's awesome. But I got our pit droid in here. We got our BD unit, and we've got Grogu. Kind of rotate right here since I've got the top off. We got Grogu chilling out here. I do have R5 still back there, and you can see all the light up functions doing all kinds of cool stuff in the background. And that's the cool thing about these droids. You can tell your own story. You can do all kinds of crazy things. You can have, these here for the time being until we get our N1 Starfighter or N1 replacement, I guess. And yeah, it just looks cool. So I'm super happy to have these. If you want one of these, definitely check out Pop Collectibles to get the set. I don't think this set's going to be for everybody. These are accessory figures. These aren't main hero figures, right? Even though, I mean, that guy's pretty important to the story of Star Wars. But I think, did R2 sabotage him? Was that like the long-going conspiracy? R2 sabotaged him? Maybe, I don't know. But these guys look awesome. I'd love to have the BD unit. I want more droids just in the collection in general, and these guys are just stupid cool. Very much appreciate these guys. I do hope Hot Toys does listen, and they do give us the rest of the pit droids and the different paint variations because, it'd be fun to have. But I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Short, sweet, to the point. Buy it if you want it. Don't if you don't. As always, click what you like. See you next time.